keep up with it? Or what is she saying? Or does she realize she talks like she's from the sticks? Yes, I do. I cannot control it. So I think y'all have an accent. So you're probably like, whatever. So just as she, yeah, all right. Just as she was saying, I am from Central Texas. So if anybody keeps up with college football, for you to find that on the map, because we're big in Texas here, is Texas A&M University, the Texas A&M Aggies. That's where I live, right there in about College Station, Texas. I'm about 90 minutes from Houston, so I'm smack dab in the middle over here. Born and raised here my entire life. I'm 29 years old. I don't have any children. I know, right? People are like, what? You don't have any kids? We have not even started trying yet. So don't even be like, oh, man, oh, girl. I don't even know. We haven't even gotten to that part yet. And half of the battle of the reason we did not have children yet is because my job as a classroom teacher and my husband's job in the oil field did not have the ideal schedules. It really didn't, to allow that to be an option for us at the time. It wouldn't have been fair to bring some kiddos into our life if I'm over here pouring into everybody else's kids and he's over here traveling the oil field and we're barely even catching each other. So that is kind of how our story started. I'm an elementary school teacher at heart. Absolutely love it. I have passion for babies. Absolutely love everything about teaching, but I don't love all the extras and the fluff and the things that the state requires you to do. And here in Texas, that's a lot of BS, if you ask me. You're just handcuffed, and you feel like you're in a fishbowl, and it's stressful, and it's something that I didn't want to continue to do for 20 years down the road, and I had no idea what I could do because I was just qualified to teach. That was it. I didn't have, that's what you go to school for, is what you're supposed to do, right? So I was like, first off, not going back to school, not getting another degree, like I'm over that over here. But I had no idea what was going to allow me to make even a teacher's salary and be able to have a better schedule. And when I went into Plexus, I was at a point in my life, y'all, that I had done so many things. I have tried counting calories, points, programs, HCGs, all that you could probably imagine, all the things, because you've probably done majority of them as well. And I was at a point in my life, I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I struggled to lose just 5 or 7 pounds. And I'm talking about, it would take me forever to lose 5 or 7 pounds. And then before you know it, one vacation too many or one bagel bite too much, it's like I put back on the 5 or 7 pounds. It just didn't make any sense for me. And I always told myself, I'm always on a diet. I'm just so over it. And I still don't have the body that I want. So what's happening? So when I got introduced to Plexus, it took me about 14 seconds to join Plexus. And a lot of people took about 14 months to join. So I know I'm not the norm when it comes to that. It took me about 14 seconds. My sister picks up the phone and she says, hey, I'm doing Plexus. I'm like, first off, I thought she was talking about one of our students because she's a teacher too. I'm like, you're doing who? Did I teach that little girl? I have no idea, because we have kids' names down here that you're like, they probably would have been named Plexus. You have never, Lord help me. I taught on the other side of the railroad tracks in southern down here, okay? So you can go ahead and figure out what kind of kiddos I was teaching. So I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, no, I'm doing Plexus. Do it with me, okay? I'm like, do what with you? And she's like, I heard that you can get skinny. And I'm like, what do I buy? Tell me what I need to do. So if I trust somebody, I'm in it to win it. I'm not going to question you at all. I'm in it 100%. Great. Didn't even call my husband and tell him about it because I'm not that type of girl. I'm not giving you marriage advice, but I'm like, hey, I work hard and I'm going to pay what I need to pay for. This is what we're having for supper. Get over it. Eat a PB&J. And it's, I don't need to communicate a lot of stuff. So I buy what I need to buy, do what I need to do. And day 3, fell in love with Plexus. Day 3. Not because I got skinny overnight, but because I pooped like a normal person and I had a better just kind of mood about me. I was a tired teacher. Hello. You function off caffeine. You would knock somebody out for a cupcake. Your sugar craving is so extremely high. You would take a sister down for a cookie. That's how high my sugar craving was. And I was somebody who just would like wake up in the morning and have the watery eye yawns. I constantly had watery eye yawning. Like mascara was like not even an option at some days. And I felt different and I couldn't even really pinpoint it, but I'm like, if it's these dang products, I'm going to keep taking them because I don't know what's happening here. Well, needless to say, guys, rest went down in history over here. 6 months later, I lost 30 pounds. I was able to get off of 4 prescription medications, 3 of those being for cystic acne. I suffered really bad all of my adult life, teenage life, adolescent years with awful cystic acne, so much to where my 3rd graders would say to me, Miss Renfro, your face is bleeding again. Miss Renfro, what's that on your face again? Miss Renfro, why is that like on there? Like that was a constant conversation with 8-year-olds. So it was that bad. So when you have that much medication in your system, your gut is just eaten up. You're just funky. And so I didn't even know that I needed Plexus for all these reasons. So my immune system got better, felt better. So there we go. I did not join Plexus for a business. Had no want or no need or no why to ever even think in a million years that I'd be one of those girls. No. Like I'm the girl that when I go into the mall, I don't make eye contact with the people with the kiosk. I'm like, do not touch my hair and I'm not going to put on that lotion. Okay, thanks, bye. Like that's just exactly the person that I am. I don't even like to buy cars. I just don't like to be sold to on anything. And that I didn't have to sell anything with Plexus. I completely just posted on Facebook and people saw the change in me and I talked about what I loved and that was it. Never even knew what I could do in this business. I didn't even know, y'all, that people had cars and Lexuses in this business. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you could go to Hawaii. So I didn't know these things. So I went in very blinded and just said, I'm going to tell my friends what I like because my pants are getting bigger. Sister is feeling better. I'm not craving Starbucks or that Dr. Pepper. I don't need it in the afternoons as much. And so I just shared. Simple and innocent. And I think that had a lot to do with some of my beginning success because I wasn't sitting there going, okay, I've got to have 3 and go to silver. I've got to get this fast start gold to 20. Oh my God, I got to have 500 PB. If I don't get $1,000 check, my husband is not going to let me buy this. I didn't have that pressure. I literally was like, I don't know if you could ever make money. I don't know. I'm just telling people what I like. It's like I bought a scarf. That's the way that I felt about it. I'm like, I like it. It's like I told somebody like, hey, I purchased LaCroix sparkling water. I love it. Y'all should go get some at HEB. That's as simple as I started posting. And then people are like, what are you doing? So I didn't go in it with an attack mindset. So I want you to honestly reflect as I teach and talk tonight, because I'm kind of giving you an intro about me before I get into our meat and potatoes over here, but I want you to kind of reflect on yourself and think about, am I going in with an attack mode, okay, or am I really just from my heart of hearts, just opening up and sharing? You know, I want you to think about a lot of things. The hardest thing you'll ever do in your lifetime, in your marriage, in your lifetime, parenting, financing, business, is reflection. And if you're a teacher, you've had to reflect quite a few times in your teaching career. I had to video myself many a time, submit it into my principal, go back and reflect on it, what I could change, what I could do. Hardest thing you'll ever have to do is reflect on yourself. We can reflect on other people all damn day, can't we? We're like, ooh, look at her. She said 9,000 times. Look at her. Oh my God. I can't believe she raised her voice like that. Her body language is so cold. But when we look at ourselves, we're like, no, like no way. So we have to take that finger and point it around ourselves. So tonight, the whole time that I'm talking, y'all, I want you to think reflection. What about me? I need to point this finger back on myself. Where am I at? Where am I honestly going with this? Okay. So when I started posting about Plexus, remember I told you I knew nothing about the business. I didn't know people could sign up as ambassadors to customers. So I just reverted everybody to the customer route. I was having 5 and 6 and 7,000 PB, not knowing what was going on, but I didn't have one ambassador. I had no idea. So somebody up, you might have heard from her. I'm her level 7. Her name is Nikki Hinkle. She's a diamond ambassador. She reaches out to me because I didn't have any connection. I was kind of like the person who was like kind of doing nothing, the Lone Ranger and a lot of other things. And then I wasn't close. I didn't know any of the people. And my sister was not talking about Plexus. She was very like, I don't let people know about my life. So I didn't have an upline or somebody to guide me to. And Nikki Hinkle said to me, girl, why are you not adding people as an ambassador? And I'm like, oh, nobody wants to sell this stuff. I don't even want to sell this stuff. Like, I don't know. She's like, no, listen, I just had to understand the compensation plan. She's like, if you want a car, you want shopping sprees, girl, you want financial freedom, you want to get out of debt, like, this is what you do. I'm like, what are you smoking and where did you get it? Like, I don't even know what you're talking about right now. And so that's how much I did not know. So she sprinkled belief in me. And that's something we're going to talk about tonight. She sprinkled belief that I didn't even know that was there. But when I got that littlest bit of sprinkle, and I'll tell you, y'all, just like the big man says, all you have to have is faith the size of a mustard seed and you can move mountains. I had belief probably smaller than that mustard seed. And that's all I needed, because that belief moved mountains in my life. It got me intrigued. So by me talking tonight, and I've already said the word Lexus, I've said the word financial freedom, I've said Hawaii, I've said shopping spree. If anything that I have trickled or sprinkled on you sparks any bit of belief inside of you, I've already told you, honey, that I lost 30 pounds. If that doesn't grab hold, I told you I got 4 prescription medications. If you've not grabbed hold of one of the things and it didn't give you a little nugget of curiosity, of interest, then this isn't the product nor the company for you, and we'll wish you well. We'll see you later. No hard feelings. Don't screen door hit you on the way out, honey. That is fine. But if you heard about, wait, what was she saying? Like shopping, Lexus, oh my God, business, I would die to be a part of that. Oh, if I could only, or 30 pounds or medication, and you got one little bit, size of a mustard seed of belief, grab hold of it. And it's time for you to create more. And we're going to talk about that. And that's all that took from me. Guys, at that point in time, I dug in and I knew if I was going to do something with this, it started with me. It wasn't going to be that girl Nikki that I didn't know, and it wasn't going to be somebody in between who's posting something on some page. They're all talking foreign language over here, COs, BOs, AQs. I didn't know what was going on at all of how to reach out to anything, PVs and OVs, no idea. But I said, okay, what did that girl say? I need to dig deep. I became the ultimate stalker on these Facebook pages, team pages that we're in, and going, what is going on? The ultimate Googler, anything that I could do to figure out what this was about. And that's it. I started my own belief. Y'all, quickly after that, I went silver. And then I ranked gold and senior gold the same exact month. It was 12 days apart from each other that I double ranked. 2 months later, ruby. 2 months later, senior ruby. 3 months later, emerald. 6 months later, sapphire. Then 12 months later, diamond. And kept on trucking, because it started with me understanding belief in our products, our compensation plan, and in myself. So I sprinkled belief on you tonight with our product and our compensation plan. But I don't want to just sprinkle belief of yourself. I want you to get flooded with belief on yourself, because that is the only way you will succeed in this business. I'm going to be very truthfully honest with you. If you're sitting there right now and you've already put me on a pedestal and you're going, oh, but her, she's young, no kids. Oh, she's bold. She's extroverted. Womp, bump, 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 bump. Somebody on here is doing it right now. Like, I can feel it. You're judging me. You're putting me on a pedestal. Stop it. Stop it. There is no reason that I am better or more capable or qualified than you are. You are here by divine appointment. You have characteristics and qualities I'll never have. Good. You're unique in your own way. And if you're using your why as your why not, you're doing yourself a disservice. So when I say why is why not, this is what I mean. I said, oh, you know, she doesn't have kids. Somebody's already said that on here. That's why she's able to be successful. Well, no. Your why is probably your children, correct? Like you're going, I could get out of debt. I could pay for their wedding, their college, put them in that private school. We could take them on the dream vacation we've wanted to. They're your why. How dare you use them as your why not and say, well, I don't have time because of kids, or I'm busy because of my kids, or I can't because of my kids. Because I know plenty of sister girls in this business with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 children who are doing better in this business than I am. And I will toot my horn. I'm doing pretty damn good. So and they're doing better than me. And they have that many children. So do not use your members of your family, who could be your why, your husband, who he may or may not believe in you. And here's the deal. This is where Again, I'm not trying to give marriage advice, but this is Jillism right here. This is where you need to have a come to Jesus with him, and you need to tell him, I am doing this. Watch me do this. I'm doing this for us because I love you. Do not discredit me. You are married to me. We are one flesh. I'm making this work, and I am doing this for us. I don't need you to believe in me, but I need you to let me fly. You got to have a come to Jesus. I did that. And look where we're at today. My husband is no longer working the oil field. He raves Plexus. Go stalk him on Facebook. He has a big 1-ton Dodge Mega Cab dually. The entire backside of that truck is decked out in Plexus decals. He would not have done that 3 years ago. You put your foot down and you tell them and you show them you have more belief because you don't need anybody else's. You have enough belief for the entire family. You have enough belief with your entire network, your organization, your career, your mother, your father, whoever you think is holding you back, and you say, oh, well, Jill's got a supportive husband, and that's why she's successful. You don't know somebody's chapter 1, so don't compare your chapter 1 to their chapter 20. You start your belief now, and that starts with your products, your compensation plan, and yourself. Nobody is going to teach you about the products. They're not. As many times as your amazing upline does product videos and knowledge on the team page, she can't make you learn them. She can't. You've got to decide, I'm going to go learn all the products we have. I don't have to memorize them. I'm not a green personality. If you've ever taken the color personality test, I'm not a green. Facts and details scare the bejesus out of me. I hate it. It makes me hyperventilate. That ain't me. But you know what? I need to know something about every little bit of product that I can kind of feel confident and buy myself some time before I can go tell them exactly what's in it. If you came to me today as a Diamond Ambassador, here I am, Diamond Ambassador, you said, Jill, I want you to tell me exactly how block works. You know what I'm going to tell you? Well, block blocks 48% of carbs and sugars. And then I'm going to buy myself some time and say, oh my God, girlfriend, I just ran into the grocery store. Let me get with you in just a second. That's what I'm going to go do. Read up on it. Figure something out. Send them a video. They don't need to know you don't know nothing. It's okay. That's not my strength in life. And let me tell you this, every book I've ever read, and I am a firm believer, I was a reading and writing teacher, firm believer, if you're not reading, you're not growing. That is exercise for your brain. And you working a business and needing this business, you've got to keep learning and growing. And I don't care if you're listening to audios and podcasts because you are dyslexic or something, and no discredit to that. My husband is highly dyslexic. I work with that every day. You know, there's different things that you can do. I was a special ed teacher. There's a lot of things that you can do to still accommodate yourself. But you've got to dive in. And every network marketing book or personal development book or CEO book, whatever I've listened to, I've always heard focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. Okay? My weakness is learning facts. That's my weakness. I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on my strength. You know what my strength is? Pouring into people, confronting people, telling people how amazing these products are, sharing my story, getting up, making people laugh, do something. That's my strength. So I'm going to run with that. And you know what? It's going to cover up my weakness. And I'm going to be able to buy myself some time with that. And it's okay. I could sit here and beat myself up and say, I'll never be like so-and-so or so-and-so and compare myself to another diamond who can just spit every product knowledge thing out to you. You're right. I won't be like her, and I don't want to be like her, and she's not going to be like me, and she shouldn't be like me. So don't compare yourself to somebody else, and you're doing that. Somebody's doing that. Probably a lot of us are doing that to somebody on the team page that your upline's posting about. She went silver. She's got 500 PV. She's got 1,000 PV. She had 4 people this month. Boo, 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 boo. And all you've done is sat there and felt sorry for yourself because you said, well, she's not shouting me out. Well, I didn't have 3 people. Well, I'm not on the 500 PV list. Use that as fuel to say, but I will. But I will. And my strengths are going to shine so big, everybody's going to notice them. That's what you've got to run with. And you've got to have so much belief in yourself. It's cheesy, like completely. Yo, we've got to have Santa Claus belief. Do you remember when you were a little kid and you believed in Santa Claus so big and nobody else could tell you any damn different? Yeah. And you were like, no, he's here. I heard him. You heard sounds in your head. You acted like you saw things. You did because you had magical belief. Think of that with Plexus. You've got to. It starts with you. Like I said, your upline can sit there and post product videos all day long, or ambassador videos, or diamond docs, or compensation plan, or check this girl out. She said this. She said she posted Jill Renfro videos on there. she can't make you watch them. She can't make you apply it. She can't make you reflect it. So my biggest advice when I talk to anybody who is asking for my advice, or what do I do? How do I dig deeper more? Or, I don't know, my upline, I get all the stuff. My inbox is just flooded with things. I'm like, what are you doing? Why is your upline even in the conversation? Why do we even say their name? Why is it dependent on, I don't have an upline that's a jewel, or I don't have somebody that's good at product knowledge, or I don't know, they haven't done this. Well, then you be the one. You do it. You go start your own damn belief, whatever it may be. There should be no excuse holding you back. Not one. When your upline posts something in your team page, and I tell everybody this, it ain't for them. They already did it. And they reflected so big on it, they said, oh my God, my team needs this. This is amazing. This is gold. I can't stop reading how wonderful this is, or I can't stop doing it. Your upline's done it. That's why they found that it was so beneficial to put in their team page. They've already done it. It's not there for them. It's there for you. So if you are not involved and plugged in, I'm going to say into at least 3 things your team page is working on right now, do it. I don't know if y'all have a 7-day challenge going on. You might have a new ambassador orientation. Maybe you have a product knowledge training. Maybe you're doing 12 days of Christmas. Maybe you're doing something. Maybe there's a team monthly wide contest. Maybe your upline's got something. You need to have your hands in the nuggets, y'all. You've got to. You've got to. And I know with my team, it would almost be stupid for somebody to tell me, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, what? Like, how do you not know what to do? You've got to make the decision to do it because it's there. It's guided. And I know a lot of team pages and uplines are doing these things. They are. So you can't use that. And here you go. And if you don't feel like you do, and you don't feel like you have that connection with somebody, find it yourself. Find it. This is what's going to make you the leader for your team. Not one of my jewel friends, Emerald, Sapphire, Diamond, if you don't know what a jewel is, not one of my jewel friends, not one of the top earners. I have been very honored and been a top earner for the past 2 years for convention and 2 years for leaders retreat. Not one of my top earner friends, not one of them has ever said to me, Jill, if it wasn't for my upline, I wouldn't be here. No, none of them have ever said that. They've said 1 or 2 things. Hey, my upline, she really doesn't do anything. She collects a check. I think she's like silver or gold. I don't know. That's one of the things they say. Or they say, I love my upline. She's great. Her and I are like really great friends and we have a great time together. But honestly, like I'm just a doer and I just did it. That's what they say. It's either, she's a waste of my time and breath, or, oh my God, I love her. She's amazing. She's awesome. But like, honestly, I would do it regardless if she was doing it or not doing it. Like I'm a doer. That's what the successful people say. They don't wait on anybody to say, did you post today? Did you show up to the team call? What did you think about that team call? Did you do the contest? Let me see your why. Okay, let's go back to your why. Let's do that. I don't know one person who has been that top earner who has said, well, my upline had to remind me every single day to post. Well, my upline had to tell me to check into the team calls. Well, my upline had to teach me about the product. She had an hour-long conversation with me on the phone because I just didn't know how to explain Slim to somebody. No. Is it okay to be coached? Absolutely. We need to be coached. Is it okay to be guided? Absolutely. Is it okay to seek that knowledge? Oh my gosh, yes. Is it okay to have a bad day and go to your upline and be like, I don't know what I'm doing? Help? Yes, absolutely. That's what it's there for. But it's not okay to be dependent and say, well, I'm just waiting on them to tell me what to do because I don't know. Find out what to do. You be that person that goes to your upline and says, hey girl, I've already made 2 Plexus posts today. I got on, I watched this YouTube video. I heard from, I watched some girl named Jill Renfro. I don't know. She said to do this, then this. Do you think that's something cool that I could do? That is how a rock star is born. You take the initiative on your own. And then you seek for guidance and reflection. You say, hey girl, oh my God, I saw you post that on a team page. That's awesome. I can't wait to do the 12 days of Plexus or whatever you're doing. I'm super excited. Can't wait to get my team involved. That's a doer. That's a rock star. That's somebody who's in it to win it. And who does that start with? You. And I already know what you're saying. Jill, I'm shy. I'm introverted. Well, then you're not ready to promote yet. You're not ready to go and be silver or gold or jewel. You're not. And that's okay. but you've got personal development that you need to do. Honey, it's time to start walking around your house saying, I am worthy. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am meant to be an Emerald Ambassador. People are flocking to signing up in my team. People love these products. Man, my phone's buzzing. I can't even wait to get a break from it. You should be speaking belief in yourself all day. That's called speak faith. Faith is calling things that aren't as though they are. You're not an emerald right now. So guess what? You need to be walking around telling yourself, ooh, girl, it feels good to have an emerald. When I get in my little Honda hoopty car, you better say, ooh, this leather smells good. You believe in yourself that big. You believe so big that your husband does the flip-flop and he goes, wow, you're serious. You're doing this. Yeah, absolutely. You coming or you not? This is what I'm doing. I don't know about you. You've got to have that big a belief. You've got to treat it that serious because it is that serious. Guys, this is life-changing. 3.5 years ago, I never would have thought as a 29-year-old I would be able to walk away from the classroom making 9.5 times today what I did as a classroom teacher. My husband no longer being in the oil field. We're able to build our dream house. We just purchased our lot. We break ground in January, and we are this close to being out of debt under the age of 30. How is that even possible? An opportunity that is life-changing. That's how it's possible. So if you're looking at me and saying, well, she's young, I don't know. Honey, you live more life than me. You know more people than me. You got more life experience than me. Use your network. You know more people. I don't. You probably had 3-4 more jobs than I have. You've got bigger networks than I do. You have kids. I don't. Tap into your kids' network. You know how much I want to go sit at Chick-fil-A and watch the playscape? I can't do that. That'd be called a creeper. You know how bad I want to go to the soccer practices on Saturday and watch the scrimmages and sit around and chit-chat with other moms and they say, oh, which one's your kid? Oh, no, I'm just here watching. That's called a creeper. I can't do that. But you can. You are able to tap into more people than I ever could. So if you're taking me and throwing a dagger and saying, but her, I'm going to take one to throw back at you and say, but you. We all have an excuse. We all have a reason. We all have a why and we all have a why not. But it's time to let your why be a hell of a lot bigger than your why not and stop letting your why hold you back. That belief is going to come and go by a lot of people. You're going to see your business. If nobody's told you, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. So I want you to brace yourself. If I popped your bubble, if I'm about to pop your bubble, I want you to brace yourself. Pick your panties up. We're going to be just fine. Okay? Here we go. The people that get you gold in this business are not going to be the people that get you ruby. The people that get you ruby are not going to be the people that get you emerald. The people that get you emerald are not going to be the people that get you sapphire. And the people that get you sapphire are not going to be the people that get you diamond. The people that get you diamond are not going to get you able to go re-entry. And you're like, what in the hell does that mean? A lot of people have a revolving door of belief. They are with you for a season. Oh my God, yeah, we're going to be jewels together. It's so fun. We're going to go to Hawaii. And then she's done 4 months later. It is what it is. It's so extremely sad. On my team of almost 5,000, I can count right here, my little fingers, not even tapping in my toes. I can count my fingers of 5,000. I can count through this many that I have personally sponsored, meaning on myself or my husband's level 1. I've added almost 200 level 1s between mine and his leg. Out of these many fingers, that's who's still with me today. And it's come on and come on and come on. Yeah. Out of the 200 people that I have signed, now a lot of them are wholesale, a lot of them dabble. I have less than 10 who I feel that are in it. And out of those 10, I'm going to say there's 8. Out of those 8, I have 2 who I know the back office could go on fire and they'll still be there. 2. So if you're looking and going, well, nobody wants to do this business with me, I don't know. I just gave you some great numbers. 5,000. I went down to 10. I went down to 8. And then out of those 8, I have 2 that I know something god-awful could happen. And they're not going anywhere. That's it. But that's all I need. Because I've got my head down and I am not going anywhere. My belief is so big in these products and in this company. I don't care who's coming and who's not coming. I'm going. And if you want to run with me, get on the bus, sister. We're headed to the top. And you know what? Some people are going to join us for a little while and they'll be with us for a season, but we got to pull over and let them off the bus. They're not ready. They don't want to. Something happened. They let life get to them. Another excuse get to them. They let something hold them back, and that's okay. We love you. We'll welcome you back when you're ready. And if you are, and I'd say it's 50-50. Some of them come back and some of them don't. And that's okay. That's okay. You've got to be able to tell yourself when that girl quits or that girl stops posting or that girl says she's going to be then go to convention with you and then she doesn't, that's okay. You don't let their lack of belief mess up your belief. If you right now, I want to ask you a serious question. If you're number one person on your team, the number one person who like the person you're like, this is the person with me, oh my God. If they quit tonight and told you they don't have time for this and they don't want to do this, would that stop you? Hopefully you say, no way, not at all. No. If my two girls that I told you about, they're two of my best friends, if my two girls decided today this is no longer for them for some random reason, they ain't going anywhere. They were teachers and they sure ain't going back to the classroom. But if they did, it's not stopping me. I'm going with or without them. I love them from afar, but I know where I'm going. You can only worry about you. So stop trying to worry about everybody else of what they think and what they say and who's joining you and who's not and where you head to. Where are you going? What's your belief? What's your activity? This is where we take that finger and reflect on ourselves. And a lot of people want to have the woes and the woos. Nobody wants to do this with me. Nobody wants to build momentum. I'm the only one adding ambassadors on my team. I'm the only one posting. Good. That's normal. It's time for you to build more belief. And sometimes your people need more belief. Keep going. You ain't posted long enough. Keep going. You don't have enough belief in them. They don't have enough belief in you. You don't have enough belief yet. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. So momentum. A lot of people want to know, how can I get into that massive momentum? How can I double rank? How can we add 20 people? Guys, there's no ticket to it. There's no magic key. You have to build the momentum. Just like the belief starts with you, you have to build the momentum. Some random person may, I don't know, they may come along and add 50 people in a month. I don't know. But you can't wait on them. You've got to say, it starts with me. My team growth starts with me. And how could I expect my team to grow when I'm not growing? How could I expect my team to post a Facebook Live when I don't even do it? How could I expect my team to do a 7-day challenge when I'm not doing it? How could I expect to talk to strangers when I'm not even doing it? How could I expect my team to watch this video or be plugged into our uplines training if I'm not even plugged into it? You have to lead by such big example. Big. Like big. So much to where, again, it goes back to belief. You know, regardless if everybody else stopped, you're still there. And that's what it comes down to. It starts with you. It continues with you. The growth goes with you. And you've got to be 100% okay to know that it's going to be like this, revolving. People are going to come and people are going to go. And then do not get worked up and somebody left you. You say, wish them well. God, I'm glad you got them that speed bump out of my path, and I'm headed on, and I'm finding some more people. We're headed to victory. I ain't got time to dwell on it. I love her. I respect her. I'm going to tell her I've met her prayers. I'm just going to tell her that whatever's going on in her life, and I'm going to miss her, and head on. That's it. And keep going. They may come back. They may not. But it doesn't matter. You should know every single day when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed, you're here. And you're doing the best that you can to be more. It's like my favorite motto. Her name is Sandy with an I, S-A-N-D-I, Krakowski. So it ends in S-K-I, Sandy Krakowski. She's like a motivational speaker. She is a self-made millionaire, owns lots of businesses. She has podcasts, audios, great books. One of her books is like a kind of like a devotional book, I guess you could say. She's a spiritual Christian lady. And her motto is be more. And I absolutely love it. I strive every day just to be more. And you know what? That's okay. If I fall down, I suck it up. If you got a case of the Mondays, your kid craps his pants, you get the phone call from the school, your husband's driving you berserko, there's not nothing to eat in the house, there's no clean underwear for anybody, it's okay. Because tomorrow, what are you going to do? I'm just going to strive to be more. I'm going to strive to be more. I'm going to be more than yesterday. Today, I'm going to empty the dishwasher because I didn't yesterday. Today, I'm going to say 3 positive things to myself. I'm going to message 3 people today because I didn't yesterday. I'm going to cook supper today, dang it, because I didn't yesterday. You've just got to strive to be more. And that applies with your business. So if you had an awful crappy season of November, and you kind of have been dibble-dabbling, and here we are December, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm going to get on the call. Oh my God, some diamond named Jill's getting on the call. I'm getting on the call. I'm doing it. And so this is the day that you're here. Good. You're here by divine appointment, sister. This is not by accident. You're here by divine appointment. Stop dabbling around and decide today you're going to be more than the last dull season that you just had. You're going to do something. You're going to continue to share these products. You're going to continue to reach out. You're going to continue to build belief. You're going to continue to show up. If you right now everybody on this call, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're not silver. I don't care if you're double diamond. If you do not have a ticket purchase for Super Saturday, you are already failing. 100% failing in this. 100%. It's $19.99. Buy the dang ticket. And if you say, Joel, I don't have $19.99, well, good news, honey. There's a couple more weeks until it starts. You have time to save money. If you still say you don't have $19.99, I guarantee you there's clothes in your closet you're not wearing. It's time to take them to the resale shop. If you still don't have $19.99, do not go to a restaurant for a week. If you still don't have $19.99, sell one of your handbags or your purses. It's time. You need to go. That is the day that everything changed for me in my business. Everything. I went to that as a D-ranked silver ambassador, meaning I lost my title. I was not even holding it anymore. And I left that so uplifted, empowered, and inspired. I ran with the business. 6 weeks later, I went gold. 7 weeks later, I went senior gold. Remember, I double ranked that month. And then my business just went boom, 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 boom. Changed everything for me. I got to see people who were where I wanted to be. I got to hear people's stories that made me so convicted. I got to feel the emotion in the room of the screaming and the vibrating and the music and the umph. It's like you were at a concert. If you are already saying, I have something planned that day, I challenge you to switch your plans. I really do. It's that big of a deal because I had something that day too. It was my sister's 30th birthday and I didn't go to lunch. I felt that convicted to go. I did. I don't know what it may be or not be. You need to tell somebody that you're going to be late. You need to start saving for the sitter now. You need to carpool with somebody. It starts with you, and events build belief. And if you don't get to events, you're not going to have the belief. And leaders, you got to show up to go up. So are you showing up? And that's not even just corporate events, guys. That's your team events. If you have a team call every Monday night, I don't care if it's every Monday night or once a month or every Wednesday, you should be there. On your calendar, you should have your calendar and you should have a pen and you should go ahead and know the expectation. Your upline has them every so-and-so. You say, hey, these are all the calls we're having them then. Plug them in. Then you need to go show your spouse or whoever and say, oh, I'm working. I can't. I'm working. So you know. You need to put that ahead. And most of the time, calls are what? 8 o'clock and 8:30 and 9. Most of the time, kids are home. School is done. Jobs are done. So you just need to go ahead and go, oh, well, nope, looks like, babe, we can't go out to eat at Chuck E. Cheese tonight. I got to be home at 8. I've got a call. Treat it like a job. Oh, nope. Sorry, babe. We can't do movie night tonight. Mom's got to work. I do. I got to get in there. I got to get on that call. I got to hear what's happening in there. Treat it like a business. The more serious that you are, the more serious people will take you. And I can't tell you how many times I would say things like, nope, I got to work. And my friends or family or whoever would say, I thought you worked for yourself. I thought you can do whatever you do. And I said, to this day, still a business, still a job. I have it. I set expectations for myself. I have to do it. This is my job. I can't just decide today I don't feel like it and I don't do it. I can't just decide today, I'll watch the recording. Not a big deal. If you say that, you better be glad you're not on my team because I already kicked you in the swift one. Get on there live. Live makes it better. Live is the passion. Now, there's reasons. I get it. Somebody's sick. I know. I had staff meetings. We had reading night. I know. Soccer. I know. There's a difference. But if you're saying, I'll catch the recording so you can just watch The Grinch tonight and not get up, I'm sorry. So I'm going to talk to people real quick who are watching the recording tomorrow. You missed out. You should have been here with us last night. Okay. So we need to tell that to those people because they're going to watch the recording tomorrow. They need to know the next call they need to get on because that It's the community. It's the network. It's the vibe. It's the coming together that builds people up. It is. And people can say, oh, I can get the same thing. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. And I'm all for all the things fun and Super Saturday. And a lot of people are saying, oh, I'm just going to watch it in my living room. I'm one of the trainers, guys. I know a lot of things that are happening. Get your butt to that chair. Don't just say you're going to watch it in your living room. Get to the chair. If you got to drive 5 hours, drive 5 hours. It's well worth it. Okay? Cool. That builds belief. That builds momentum. You have to show up to go up. You have to absolutely believe in yourself so big. You've got to treat this like a job. You've got to be serious about it. And some of you right now are scared. And some of you are going, I don't know what to do. I've seen the faces. You're like, this is a lot. I didn't sign up for this. Well, I'm talking to the people who want to go big. I'm talking to the people who want to get the Lexus and want to go to Hawaii and want to walk on the stage and have financial freedom and make $450,000 a year. Be a self-made millionaire one day. I'm talking to those people. So if you're here to make $100 or $500, we love you. I'm so glad you're here. But right now I'm talking to those people who want to go bigger and want to go further. And if you want to go bigger and go further, you have to go fast. And so you're like, well, Jill, I'm trying to go fast. No, I'm not just talking about fast as in adding people fast. You yourself have to go fast. You got to watch every video you can every day. Guys, if you've got an hour pocket, work. If your husband already fell asleep and he's snoring and the kids are in bed and you're just on Facebook, watch a YouTube video. You know how many times I put that YouTube video on low and he couldn't hear? You do what you do. Make it happen. Today I got most of my work done from the toilet. I did. 100%. I ate some awful crap this weekend and my stomach hurt. I did all of my income producing activity on the toilet today. So there's no excuse for you not to do anything that you need to do. Find the time. And that might mean staying up 2 hours after your whole entire family goes to bed. Yeah. And that might mean waking up an hour early before your whole entire family wakes up. That's what that might mean. And that might mean you putting on the family calendar every Wednesday night, mommy works later. That's it. I already have dinner planned or whatever you need to do. Pre-schedule it. Make it happen. It's your one night a week that you go, you know what? I need quiet time in there. I need your help. I need you to know that I'm going to be in that room with my phone or computer for an hour and a half or 2 hours, whatever you need to do, because the other days of the week you can't get caught up. You've got to make sacrifices for the momentum that you want. You've got to go fast for the momentum that you want. You've got to go big and bold for the momentum that you want. You've got to lead the way for the momentum that you want. And your momentum starts with your belief. You don't have belief in these products, our company, and this compensation plan. That's where it starts, in yourself. That's where it starts. And you have got to go big, really big. And who cares who laughs at you along the way? Who cares who wants to stop you? Who cares what she's doing? My favorite things to teach on, and you might have seen it on my YouTube, or if you go and watch it, you'll see, is stay in your lane. A lot of people want to look to the left and look to the right and compare. It ain't going to trip her up that you're wallering about what she's doing. It ain't going to stop her what she's doing. You stay where you are and you stay in your lane. Stay focused, friends. Stay in your lane, because all you're going to do when you get over to her lane is fall. All you do when you get over her lane is wrapped up in her. Get in your lane and go fast. Fast meaning starts with you. Income producing activity, belief, learning, knowledge, digging into any nook and cranny that you possibly can. It starts with you. So I also love to say too, out of all the people on the call tonight, it's statistic, it's true. 70% of people will do nothing with what they were taught tonight. 30% will actually go and apply it. They will. So I challenge you tonight to be one of the 30% that applies something. I really challenge you to, because it's really sad. Same thing in the classroom. We can teach all day long. 70% of them kiddos ain't going to get it. We got to hope that the 30% keep us trucking, okay? And that's the same thing here. 30%, guys, are the people that are going to take this knowledge, reflect on it. Remember that word I said in the beginning? Say, what can I do? How can I fix it? I'm the common denominator. Starts with me. And then they're going to apply it. So I hope that you learned something tonight. I hope you gathered some sort of information. And if you didn't, you just got to sit here and make fun of my accent. So
Oh, you are amazing. You are amazing. You were blowing up the chat all the way through this call, Jill. You did above and beyond, what I was like. I would have been, wow, my mind is blown. And I have to say, on my team page, we talk a lot about speed and how success loves speed. So I'm really glad that, you spoke to that. That is really, really important. And I'm glad that you're just giving it to us straight. That's what we need. And people are excited. Like I said, this chat is blowing up.
I am honored.
It's great. It's really great. And I'm just so thankful that I found your videos and that, that you've really blessed my business. It's been great to have, I was first attracted to you because you were a teacher as well, and that you had retired. And I watched your video about working the hours before and after. And that was the first video that I don't remember what it's called, but that was the first one that I watched. I've watched it over and over again, and I've posted it and reposted it, but they're all great, guys. So definitely go and check those out. And Jill, just thank you so much for pouring into us. It takes a lot of energy to do that. I know this. And I speak on behalf of everybody when I say, thank you so, so much.
Y'all are so welcome. I'm definitely honored to hang with y'all. And so now y'all can say you got a Texas friend.
That's right. That's right. And be the 30%. I love that. Be the 30%, guys. Let's rock this.
It is. I'm super excited for all of you. And guys, you're going to do great things. You've just got to know it starts with me. Don't let anybody else's crap get in your way. You head on, sister girl. Put your big girl panties on and do it.
Yes. Awesome. Well, thanks again, Jill. I don't know if maybe it's time for you to go have supper, whatever you're doing with your night, but thank you so, so, so much.
Y'all have a great night, guys.
You too. Take care. Bye, guys.